into the middle of a smallish town.
Yeah, but
It's like 14,000 people, and there is a Target. So.
Oh well, good. Your priorities.
That was my number one question. I'm like, where is the closest Target?
Is there a Dubers?
What the fuck is a Dubers?
It's just a friend of ours, a friend of mine, grew up in this small town, and they had Dubers, which was like where it's like, how do I describe it? It's like the Walmart of Fleet Farm, with like also has food. So think of Fleet Farm and think of like a Walmart version of it.
Weird.
And then that's where like her dad bought like everything, all of his clothes, everything. Yeah. So it was
Was it like the food and stuff from?
Yeah, it was like a grocery store as well.
Like a food and stuff where Ron Swanson buys all of his food and most of his stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's like a really lame Costco.
Yeah. Well, I brought it up now because I don't really want to bring it up on the podcast because it's not a done deal. So I don't want to jinx it, you know? What?
Completely unrelated to your thing.
Mr. Star Trek shit posting shirt.
Yeah. I was just saying The Last of Us Season 2 will have some radical changes from the game, and the top post was, I love this story so much, so I'm really hoping by radical they mean infected ride skateboards.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
Oh, I didn't adjust that clock yet. Oh, that's fine. All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 159, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Megan.
Yay!
Look who's here.
Hey,
Oh, God damn it.
It's the
Who
Ides
forgot
of,
to close the door?
It's the Ides of Meghan.
It is the Ides of Meghan.
I'm so glad we could record it because I was waiting for that joke. You're welcome, world.
And
Good.
still a day late.
We should just totally stab Caesar.
I have some Caesar salad or Caesar dressing downstairs. Will that help?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go stab it.
Right in the back.
And I wasn't able to have pie on Pie Day.
I wasn't
Me
either.
neither. Oh.
I did. But that's because I specifically made Aaron go get pie. But like all they had at Target was those little like single serving round pies.
Those are perfect for me.
Yeah.
Those are delicious. It was really good.
Anybody chug any beers today? I mean, it is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Just slammed some beers together and drank about a third of them as he poured.
What a very oddly configured moment in March, where we go from Pi Day to the Ides of March to Austin 316 Day to St. Patrick's Day.
Oh man,
Like
it's a wild week.
This is Nerd Mardi Gras, is what this is.
And Mario Day.
And
Mario Day.
No,
No, that was Ball Day for me.
that was Ball Day for you.
That was Ball
More
Day
like
for me.
anti-ball day.
Anti-Ball Day.
So you got rid of your Mario and Luigi?
I removed the
you left
mushroom
the
power up.
Yeah, but you left the Bowser. That was actually a compliment. Like,
Was it?
yeah, it was bigger than normal. You know. Kevin agreed with me. That's all that matters.
And I feel like I feel like my comment got a nice amount of likes.
Which
even
one was
though
Yeah, it
mine
did.
wasn't a euphemism for getting them removed. I said you'll always be the same man to me, Rob. It makes no vast difference.
No, that is
I was
a good
I was
one.
very proud
It's a
of that
solid
one.
pun.
As I was typing, I was like,
All right,
I'm funny.
It's been real. I will see you all later.
I was thinking about using the Darth Maul joke, but I decided not to.
I came. Ooh, yeah.
I should have posted the song "Half the Man I Used to Be" on your
Yeah.
Facebook. I didn't even think about it.
I loved that. I made a whole fucking joke about it all day. Just like that morning, I posted on Facebook for the listeners that didn't see this. I was like, euphemisms for vasectomy, go! And there were a bunch of good ones.
So many.
Kevin's was good.
I feel like Kyle had a couple.
Kyle had a couple. My brother went military, of course.
Of course.
Like I'm not dissing him for it, but come on, man. You're also a nerd. I've met you. But
okay.
my personal favorite that I actually had come up with a couple days earlier, which was turning off the holiday eggnog.
It's good.
Because
It's
my
good.
last
It's
name
good
is
stuff.
Holiday.
Yeah.
It wasn't for you guys.
His last day is holiday. Everyone stock him.
figure out how to spell it.
Oh,
Aha!
I get it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Megan.
I get it, French class.
I'm sorry. I finished a thesis and an artist statement this morning, so
You're
my,
smart.
We get it. You're
My-
incredibly intelligent.
My
God.
brain isn't brainy. I can't brain today.
Speaking of things in the past, the last podcast we mentioned about, and this is just kind of a, I already know the answer, but I had a question. So we talked about Captain Shaw dead naming 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys have all caught up, yes?
Yes.
Well, up until today. But
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Not
I
me.
did see today.
Okay,
I did
so
not.
I
I,
read
haven't
about
watched
it.
it yet. But and I'm not trying to like excuse it. But now that we know
You're gonna
the
power right
reason,
through. Yes.
not that it makes it better, but does it make more sense as to why he did it?
No.
Okay.
What? Why?
I mean, it's
why would
no
he do
different
that?
than somebody who fought in the Vietnam War to still refer to Vietnamese people as Charlie.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You
what
can have PTSD, survivor's guilt, and like imposter syndrome, and still be a dick. I
yeah.
know. Hello.
Those are
I've
not
met me.
mutually exclusive.
Right.
Right. Okay. I mean, that's what I figured the answer was, and that's what I
Yeah.
concluded. But I figured, and I just wanted to discuss.
But
it
it was good having the backstory.
Yes.
And as soon as he said the word wolf, I was like, oh fuck,
Let's talk about it then. That episode was fucking
holy shit.
holy shit.
Oh, and today's episode, let me assure you, continues the holy shit.
Hooray.
Yeah. So it's kind of spoilers if you haven't caught up on Picard.
Picard spoilers as of by the time this comes out 2, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So this has been episode
spoilers for
4.
episode 4.
Yes.
Yeah. The March 9th episode.
This was. I mean, it was an amazing episode in so many different ways. But I wanted, since we started with that, this was the first time we've ever seen Captain Picard feel ashamed. And I don't even know if it was ashamed, but just kind of listen to somebody else's perspective of that, knowing what had happened, and just had to kind of bow his head and walk away.
It's really the first time we've had to really experience the outside ramifications of
Right.
him being Locutus, outside of both him and the Enterprise.
Yep.
Because I mean, we've seen like him be angry about it, especially when he lit up that Tommy gun against the board and screaming like a fucking psychopath. In
You mean the
First Contact? Yes.
Yes, you mean the best scene in First Contact?
Yes.
Okay,
Of the many.
That's true. That's true. There's so many good Magic Carpet Ride. Fuck. But I do want to correct both of you on that. Actually, it isn't.
Really?
Yeah. The very first episode of Deep Space Nine, because Picard had a cameo in the first
Yep.
couple scenes of that,
Yep.
and him and Cisco are talking, and Cisco was from Wolf 359, and like
Been a healthy while since I've seen the first episode of DS9.
Yep.
it is arguably like Picard is very quickly coming right up alongside it, but it's my favorite Star Trek series. But that scene, because Cisco did it with a lot more anger than Shaw. Cisco did it with, it was also significantly more recent for Cisco. It was only
Right.
in the last 2 or 3 years at that point for him.
Right.
So, like, Cisco has this fresh anger and hatred and resentment towards Picard for being Locutus and killing his wife. And it's palpable through the scene. And it sets the tone for the entire series. Like, that series, love it or hate it, was the darkest Star Trek that we had up until the last couple of years. And that one, that series, that scene sets the tone for the whole series. This isn't going to be your normal Star Trek. This is going to be a Star Trek that is much more dramatic and full of pathos and energy and more like it's going to delve more into the human condition versus
Less of a
what the
Star
hell's-
Trek, more of a Star. We're going to hang out right here and focus on this for a while.
Star therapy.
It is, and I understand people's gripes about Deep Space Nine for that, but like that doesn't change the fact that I think it was one of the better written I guess next gen series.
Wait, I got
the
a better
best way
one. Star Trek Deep Space Therapy.
Yeah, all right, that's good.
But I don't remember. I mean, it's been a minute since I've seen that episode.
Well, because
but I
of
don't remember him backing down like he did this time.
It's awkward. It's really awkward.
It is. I remember it being awkward, but I don't remember him like.
I also think that, and this you can chop this up to writers or whenever you have.
Sure.
But also Picard at that point was still angry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was still in the stage of, I hate the Borg are a present threat. I hate them. This is what I focus on. This is what they did to me. I was a victim in this, and now it's I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that I played a role in this.
He's a different Picard
Very
now.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. But like thinking, and again, this series I think has been so good at giving you just little reaches back towards next gen, and in this case, Deep Space Nine, and for the constant use of Seven Voyager, like it's reaching back to that '90s Trek.
Just today's episode. I wish you guys had seen it.
Fair enough.
It's actually why I was a couple minutes late, is because I had to watch the end of it.
Oh, sure. But I will say, like, up until today's episode, and I'm very sorry, Kevin. I'm very sorry I'm going to say this because you're going to look at me and go, you're wrong. It was the most next-gen-y, Trekky episode of Picard I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's chock full of that good 80s, 90s Trek.
Right. And it
With down to the space babies.
yeah, down to the space babies. Never mind. It also filled in history gaps too. Like nobody. I mean, we knew that Jack Crusher, the original, had.
Jesus Christ.
We knew that he had died, but never the reason.
Yeah.
And never what happened. Now we get what happened.
I think we knew a little bit, but not a ton.
Right.
I don't think it was ever filled in like it was in that episode.
Well,
And
the son.
I'm still not comfortable with Jack, but all right. I may have said that knowing that Kevin is making noises about.
But I mean, I can assure you, we still have no idea what the fuck is up with Jack by the end of this episode.
Guy.
But
Okay.
you know more.
All right.
Megan, do you watch You?
No.
Okay.
Downton Abbey, Jack, the Ed Spielers,
Oh, yeah.
the guy who
well,
plays.
he was in the most recent season of
Yeah.
You.
Oh, okay.
Aragon. I mean, we don't talk about that, but
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, he was Aragon.
Aragon.
I've got
He
his
was Aragon.
filmography. Hold on.
He was Aragon, and
That's so
and might I say that he has definitely gotten better.
But I mean, of all the issues of the Aragon film, he was not the most.
Oh,
He's
shit,
glaring.
he
not the
was.
most glaring. Yeah.
No, he was
Holy
not.
shit. Yeah.
Disappointingly,
That was-
Jeremy Irons was one of them.
More disappointingly was John Malkovich, who totally phoned in his entire
One scene.
every scene he was in. He was like, "All right, let's just get through this and just fuck." It's like it was the only take they took.
Oh yeah,
I'm John Malkovich, and this is my dragon.
Yeah.
yeah. Half of that
You're doing
cast.
great, buddy.
Half of that cast went. Oh, I'm doing this for money.
Yeah.
You know who?
Too bad.
You know who took it way too seriously, and I mean, which is the correct amount of serious, because you could tell she wanted to be this. Rachel Weisz.
Oh,
Yep.
sure.
Oh.
She
Yes.
was all in. She's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm the dragon."
I was going to say Robert Carlyle pulled off some pretty stellar performance in that movie too, though.
That's what happens when you publish a 16-year-old's novel.
Yeah, and I remember they were going to make it into a whole series
Yep.
of movies, and well, that didn't happen.
I really hope that comes back around, mind you. I would
Never
love to see her.
That they would remake it.
I would love to see them
Reboot it?
try and reboot it.
And
It's good. It's
I
It
never
is a-
read the books. They
Okay.
were like, so they came out when I was in like middle school. Shut up. Yes, I'm a baby.
they didn't come out when you were in middle school, by the way.
I think they came
When
out
did
when you
they-
were in elementary school.
When did they
Yeah.
come out?
They came out when I was 14. So
Oh,
you were
yeah.
9.
I was in
Yeah,
high
I would have
school.
been Yeah, it would have been 9. Okay, so they were boy fantasy, not girl fantasy, so they weren't really marketed toward me.
Sure.
And
Which is too bad because they're very they sneak in some solid.
Yeah, I've heard good things, but
And-
I just never.
And it's funny because he was like this, total savant, and like
Yeah.
he was what 17, 19
He
when
was
he wrote the first
17
one.
when he published the
Yeah.
first.
And like you go back and you read it and you're like, yeah, he was 17 when he wrote this.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
like,
totally 17.
but they do.
but
Yeah,
his
well,
world building gets much better.
Yeah.
He improves
gets-
dramatically
yeah.
as they go on, but it was funny because
I
like
mean-
you read the first one, you're like, yeah, and then you reread the first one, you're like, oh,
It's like me reading my fan fiction from years past. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, same
Fuck.
idea.
Delicious.
Same idea.
oh, trust me, I've done some deep diving into my hard drive, and I'm like, fuck, I wrote that. That sucks.
I would love to go deep diving in your hard drive. I just
mean,
bet there's.
you want to
I bet
read all the
there's
shitty
joy.
fan fiction?
I truly do. I bet there's just joy in there.
I'm on Tumblr.
Oh, of course you are.
Shut up. I'd just
have a-
joined Tumblr for the first time.
I have a
Wow.
Tumblr that I haven't logged into for like
Timely.
I know.
4 years.
God, this euphemism is just killing me.
Say it. Say
I
it.
don't need to say it. You just said it. Deep dive, hard drive. I bet you there's some things of joy in there. Come on. Spoon feed it to me, why don't you?
We were handling. Okay. It's fine.
Visual gag on an audio podcast. You're welcome, folks.
Jesus.
Boy, I don't think we have to add in the sound on that one
No,
either.
that was a
though.
good
That
one.
solid.
Sometimes I think that we really should like cast this podcast, like
Yeah.
video wise, like put it up on
but
YouTube.
You'd have
and
to
stuff.
edit. You'd have to edit the content to match the
which-
audio.
See, but you wouldn't.
But there's some things that we say.
If you tune into the video one, it could be like the special, like, ooh, you get all the stuff that didn't make it onto the episode.
yeah, but
babies.
there's some stuff that we
Put it on-
don't want to air.
Well, I mean, some snips will be necessary.
okay, yeah.
Put it on Patreon.
Breaking news, folks. We do edit some of this show to keep some personal information personal.
I know it doesn't feel like it all the time.
No.
Mr. Black.
But anyway, yeah, so cut this part. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I did that on Friday.
We
I got it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm talking about my vasectomy, folks.
way to go, Brendan Fraser
Yes, way to go,
Yes.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh my God,
and
I was so
Ki-Hui
happy.
Kwan.
Right?
and Michelle Yeoh
And Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
I'm
That movie
here
won
for
all of you.
them.
I
All
am
of the
too, and
awards.
I like hands up in the air, yelling and screaming when I saw it. But it was funny that did you watch his acceptance speech?
Oh God,
Which
it made me
one?
cry.
Who?
Brendan Fraser.
Oh no.
No, I watched Ki-Hui Kwan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his was
That
great.
one made me
Everybody's
cry.
was great. Brendan Fraser, nothing but sea and whale and analogy.
The Mummy.
What's the word I'm looking for? Everything that he said had to do was an analogy to like sea and whales. It was
Okay.
very
Oh.
funny. It was like, okay, well, 1, okay, good, 2, 3, 4, 5, every okay,
Okay, that's a running joke.
Yeah.
He's doing
Yeah.
a thing.
yeah, he is doing
I
everything.
see.
Got
He's
it.
themed his speech,
But he
to
just-
the movie he just won
But just
for.
the funny part is that who hosted it again? Why am I blanking?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank you. Made a joke about right at the beginning about we have 2 actors from Encino who were Encino Man,
Right, Encino Man.
and I bet you Pauly Shore. He made some joke about Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
and then they both won, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. And I don't ever until the past couple months don't remember hearing about everything almost
Everywhere, everything, all at once.
Yeah,
We
Everything
must have
everywhere,
different
all at once.
timelines
Yeah.
because, like, when it came out and for like the next month afterwards, it's all anybody like talked
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It was. Have you seen it?
Not yet, but I want to.
You have to.
It looks fantastic.
It's so good. Hot dog
I plan
fingers,
on watching
man.
it soon. So
Yeah.
and
I
now a
haven't
lot
seen
of
it
things
either.
that I've seen online make more sense. But anyways,
It was quite good, and I do remember seeing a meme that based on that, and it was like it was Brendan Fraser and Juan, like shaking hands in Encino Man, and like Pauly Shore's in the
Oh, yeah,
background.
I
They
saw
were like,
that.
"Hey guys," he was like, "Oh hey, Brendan Fraser, how about we meet in 31 years and both win Oscars together?" And Pauly Shore was like, "Hey, what are you guys talking about? Encino Man stuff?"
I
but
think
Ki-Hui
everything.
Kwan, his personality this entire award
Oh my
season
God.
has been just joyful.
because he quit acting because he was just.
well, so did Brendan Fraser though.
I mean, but they
Well,
quit
but very
Basically,
different
very
reasons.
different
Very different reasons.
very
obviously,
different
but-
reasons, and then they come back and make
And
this
just
huge.
kill it.
Well, and Brendan Fraser was much more recent of a quit. Like,
Yeah. And it was
Quan
less
hasn't been
voluntary.
in anything in like 30 years.
Since
20,
Encino Man.
but no, he was doing stuff up until 2002. But
Not like
yeah,
it was like
he wasn't-
one like voice acting thing, wasn't it? I don't know if I count that.
I think he was like a stunt coordinator for a while or something.
and he was. I know he was a
And he did
producer.
he did a bunch of like BTS, like back end stuff.
Yeah, he was a fight coordinator.
That's what he was. Yeah. Fight coordinator.
Cool.
But yeah, his Oscar acceptance speech made me cry,
Yeah.
and I don't
My
cry
mom
for
is
shit.
84 years old and she's watching at home. Mom, I just wanted. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry just
I know.
thinking about it.
I just and like I don't know. I'm in this really weird transitional period right now, and I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah.
My
All
like
of-
dreams can come true, and my dreams might come true, and I'm just gonna.
Right. And you never know when it's going to happen, and that
Yeah.
it was amazing. And I also didn't realize that the woman who wrote Women Talking, is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, women talking,
was
Which
the
is-
lead actress in Dawn of the Dead, the most recent one.
which is funny because that's the opposite of this podcast.
Yes.
It really is.
Kevin,
an
you'll
interesting
appreciate this.
I didn't see it.
Ki Hui Kwan was a fight coordinator on X-Men.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Awesome.
And interestingly enough, Michelle Yeoh never studied martial arts in her life.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that.
Not a single thing. And she's been cast in how many roles where she's doing martial arts?
Right.
Right.
I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is officially the most awarded movie of all time.
No, but it's in the
You
top
mean-
like 10, I think.
Lord of the Rings, I mean, it
Oh,
won
well.
90,000 Oscars.
Not just Oscars,
Not
but
just
like
Oscars. I understood what she
other
meant there. Like,
smaller awards.
I thought at first
Yeah.
she meant just Oscars too. And I
less
was like,
quote
that's not
unquote prestigious, which whatever.
Well, yeah.
right. Yeah.
An award,
But like
award.
overall, I believe.
yeah,
I believe you. That's not an unreasonable statement.
right.
No. Probably.
But the most Oscars is a 3-way tie between best threesome ever.
No,
On
it
brand.
isn't.
Let's see what the movies
One
are
of them's
first.
Titanic. No, it isn't.
Two and Titanic, I should say. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur.
Really?
And Titanic, yes.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur.
Interesting.
I didn't know. Ben.
How many total did
lot.
they each have? I mean, I guess how many?
11.
However,
11.
Yes,
okay.
11. However, the difference between Titanic, Ben-Hur, and Lord of the Rings is that Titanic, Ben-Hur were both nominated for somewhere in the range of like 13, 14, 15
Yeah.
Oscars each. Lord of the Rings was nominated for 11 Oscars and
And it
swept every
won.
single one of them.
I
that
thought they
year.
got all of them but one. I thought they were nominated for like 12. And
No. They were nominated for 11. They got 11.
And they won
But
11,
to be fair, as the
batting
Academy,
1,000.
as the Academy does, it wasn't necessarily for that movie. It was for the
It was for
ultimately
all three
for all
movies.
three.
And and we can talk about the benefits and the pros and cons of what I like to call legacy Oscars. Because
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ennio Morricone, like I'm glad he got an Oscar finally for film score.
Yeah.
But did it have to be Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Spike Lee got an Oscar a few years back for what was it, Black Klansman? I want to say. I think so.
Something like that.
But not Do the Right Thing.
Well,
Not fucking Malcolm X.
well, and he didn't
Not-
even show up.
No,
to
he
the
was there.
Oscars.
He was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he took his. He went up on stage
I
and got his Oscar. And I am so disappointed. I think I'm wrong about that it wasn't Black Klansman. It was something else. But I don't know. I don't remember.
Denzel Washington, I believe, too, got his Oscar for
No, he got his for Training Day.
right, but it was also for other past
That's
movies.
Black Klansman.
Oh, okay.
It was Black Klansman. Okay.
Black Klansman was such a good movie.
Yeah, but like it's Spike Lee,
I know.
and he got it for
Right.
Black Klansman, not
Rather than-
Do the
Well,
Right Thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Not.
look at the Academy
And look at
I know.
where
Yeah.
when
I'm
Do the
aware.
Right Thing came
Yep.
out.
I'm aware.
and
but that
Malcolm
doesn't-
X. And
Yeah.
Still.
I remember the first time I saw Malcolm X, I was very confused about it because I didn't understand the history part of it because I didn't know who Malcolm X was at the time.
Oh wow. All right.
I didn't because
Right. No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Are they going
you
to
don't-
teach
There's
that?
a whole lot of white in this room right now.
But I'm surprised you didn't know that he wasn't there, especially because when he won, he flat out mounted Samuel L. Jackson.
I just
like
know-
a noble steed.
No, I knew he was there. I'm just saying, Malcolm X, I was just speaking about the movie. So Picard. No,
Shit, is that where we were?
my only.
I felt like we'd moved on to the Oscars
we
by
did.
then.
We did officially.
We did. The only thing I had a problem with by watching the Oscars was that fucking when they were doing the announcements or giving their speech, I felt the camera was way too close, and I don't know. I don't know why.
So I felt like that worked really well for certain speeches. Ke Huy Quan's specifically. I appreciated that they gave him like a profile, sort of like
just like a
chest
like
up.
a foot back, maybe.
No, I was fine with
I just
it.
needed.
Especially for Ke Huy Quan and Brendan Fraser and Michelle Yeoh and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, they all deserve that
I can't
nice,
believe it
good
took her
close
this
up.
long to win an Oscar. That's
Right.
I'm a
outrageous
little
to me.
surprised.
Can't
too.
believe this is her first. I
Yeah.
was
Her
Their first
shocked.
win. Yep.
Hot dog fingers. Who knew?
Yeah,
And oddly enough, Michelle Yeoh was presented the Oscar by the first female black Oscar winner, and she's the first Asian female winner. So that was kind of cool.
Megan, what did you read that had you so upsetty spaghetti just now?
It was
Cool.
well. Apparently, I wasn't aware that Tony Sirico died. He's an Italian actor from Sopranos.
okay.
Yeah.
He died last year, and apparently he wasn't
that's-
included
there was a
in
bunch.
the.
There were a
Like
number of
Tom
in
Sizemore
memoriam.
wasn't
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah,
And
Tom Sizemore wasn't
Tom
in it.
Sizemore, the guy that recently died. I can't think of his name.
Anne Heche wasn't.
Anne
Anne
Heche wasn't
Heche
involved.
wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And I thought, and my thought was maybe it was just because it was, I hate to say the word more recent, but then they'll be included next year because sometimes they do that. But otherwise,
no,
I don't.
Tony Sirico died in like July of last year.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I meant like within the last couple months.
oh well, yeah, that.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
And yes, maybe, but like, I don't know. No, I don't think that's true.
And
Maybe
I
they
don't-
cut it for time.
I don't think the
or
Oscars
something.
really had a response. I don't know if they did or didn't because I haven't read. But
Yeah, I
if
haven't
they
seen
use the
anything.
excuse of, well, we just couldn't edit it in time. Bullshit, you couldn't.
Yeah.
You can throw in a couple
Yeah.
pictures.
We've seen you throw fucking actors in at the last minute, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yes, Kevin?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I was just listening.
Oh,
No. I thought you were like upset about something.
No, I was just. You
But yeah,
truly underestimate how fucking exhausted I am from driving today.
fair enough.
I could understand and appreciate your
do
exhaustion.
you need sugar? I have Sprite.
I can have sugar.
Oh, that's true.
Should we move on? Anything else about the Oscars?
No, I don't think so.
No. And Ke Huy Quan's reaction when Harrison Ford presented the award.
Oh,
he went up
that
and-
was amazing.
he was so
I don't know if
excited.
you. I will. Last thing on the Oscars. I don't know if anyone here saw it, but there was an after show interview with Brendan Fraser, and Ke Huy Quan comes into the room and like
Cute.
this
Yeah.
just the sweetest moment. He's like, Brendan, we did it. It was
They
the
reunited at the
sweetest-
Golden Globes
Yeah.
too, and had a similar moment. I'm just like, I love you guys.
So good.
It was the sweetest fucking thing.
Yeah,
It was.
totally like semi off topic.
The sweetest thing.
At my tattoo studio that I go to, Weirding Society, they have a plant inside the door that's named Brendan Fraser, and it's the Encino plant.
Classic.
Awesome.
Tangentially related. I just kept thinking about
No, that's good.
Encino plant.
Now I hope that for the two of them, or all of them really, but more Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan, they're not going to just get like shit on from other projects because, you won your Oscar, you did it. Now we don't care about you. You know,
Oh,
Ke
no.
Huy Quan has gotten more work already. It's
Well,
a
I'm
show
sure they
called
will.
American-Born Chinese.
Yeah.
I don't remember what service it's going to be on, but it's going to be a streaming show.
Right.
He's got that. It's a series.
Right.
I don't know if Brendan Fraser's gotten anything other than, sadly, fucking Batwoman.
Well, that was
I know.
that was shelved. I mean, he has the last half a season of Doom Patrol coming out.
Oh, okay.
you think
See-
they got to pay him more money now he's an Oscar winner?
I just gotta
He's already been paid for that one.
write a movie and cast Brendan Fraser and Pedro Pascal and
Ke Huy
Do it.
Quan.
Ke
Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah, that I have words.
See if they'll come do it. Well, do it.
Yeah,
Got that
I'm
kind of
gonna
budget.
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I'm putting it out into the universe.
Also, I love that Ke Huy Quan's entertainment lawyer is Chunk.
It is. He is.
Yeah, Jeff
Oh
Cohen.
my God.
Did you not know this? Yeah.
No, I
Jeff
love
Cohen,
that.
Jeff Cohen quit acting and became an entertainment lawyer.
That's amazing.
and he is Key's lawyer.
I love that for
Like,
him.
Again, there was another like behind the scenes thing afterwards where
Oh my God.
Key's walking through a hotel hallway and Jeff Cohen pops out of a door and they just like they give each other big hugs and he's just like, I'm so proud of you, man.
Oh.
There was an interview recently with the two of them, or maybe it was a presentation or something, I don't know what it was, but the guy who played Chunk has vastly changed his appearance and is more more muscly now,
Studley.
right, and less cuddly. And somebody made a comment about the truffle shuffle or something. He's like, well, I can't do it anymore because I just don't have the girth. He's like, I could do it, but it just wouldn't be as.
Saw that, Kevin.
I saw it too.
His body don't jiggle.
No,
It
when it wiggles.
folds?
Anyways,
I don't know.
it was very entertaining. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Should we Mando?
Mando.
I haven't seen the last episode, but I've seen the first two.
I haven't seen the most recent one.
It was a departure.
Yeah.
Really?
It sure was.
Yeah, the whole him and Bo-Katan thing were only at the very beginning and very end. The rest of it was about the Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Pershing. The
It was a
Was that the one where he went down into the cave in the waters? That's the last one I saw.
oh,
well, this is the one after that.
The one after
yesterday's episode.
Yesterday's
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Me neither.
very interesting episode.
Okay. I was
Do
gonna
we-
watch
I
that
don't-
card.
So, but speaking of the girl,
Yeah.
who was just in Ant-Man Quantumania.
Oh, that okay. I was
And
trying
you're
to
trying
figure out why
where you
I
knew her from.
Yeah.
Well, we recognized her immediately because we're both completely in love with her.
Yeah.
But she's
That's
who
fair. Mommy.
She's
Sorry.
like our
Mommy.
top
Sorry.
pick for Abby for season 2 of
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Is that who played Cassie in
Yes.
Quantumania?
Yes.
No.
No,
No.
the big burly girl.
Yeah. The kind of the beginning, the freedom fighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, throughout the movie, she was.
Yeah.
She was in the vast majority of it.
She was.
The one,
I
you,
just,
the one you could tell that that Cassie had maybe just a tiny little crush on.
Ooh.
Not just Cassie, my dude.
Oh, I know, right?
So Mando's been good.
Mando has been good, actually.
has been good.
I like it. I don't know how I feel about Bo-Katan in general. I just,
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
When it's a character that you know is that deep into Filoni-verse, it's yeah.
Filoniverse.
Yeah.
Filoni is.
Sucking the cock of the prequels.
I just like she has such history
Yeah,
in
and I know that. And
in Clone Wars and Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
Clone Wars,
Clone
and
Wars and
Rebels.
Rebels. Okay.
Both.
She has such history in both of those that like
History.
Although Disney Plus is now categorized, at least on my selection, like it says these are the episodes you need to watch if you want to learn backstory for Mando, and it lists separate episodes of Rebels and Clone Wars.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen that.
I haven't noticed
Me
that
neither.
on mine, but I
you have to
also
kind
haven't
of
looked.
scroll
Right.
down.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I log onto Disney Plus to go straight to Mandalorian or Bad Batch,
Yeah.
and then I go do something else.
Bad Batch is I watched a lot of releases.
It's fine. Oh, like yesterday's
Yeah.
episode? I haven't watched that one yet. The episode before was fucking great. Every episode where they depart from the Bad Batch and focus on usually Crosshair and the inner, the intricacies of what's going on with the clones right now are always like far superior episodes to having to listen to Omega mispronounce everybody's names.
Right. This one.
Omega.
Amiga.
Right. This one was. This one was. You watch it and you go.
it
Okay,
sounds like
that was an
Bad
episode.
Batch has been suffering from Star Trek syndrome.
It's suffering from. There's nowhere to go with the story. Like they're not.
Sure.
They don't seem to be trying very hard with the story.
Like, I mean, now that we've seen the official, the announcement of the changeover to the stormtroopers from the clones, like I thought that was going to be like the okay, that's the series. Let's do something else now, please.
Was that
Please no more.
was that Obi-Wan where you see the retired clone trooper? Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember that.
The homeless vet,
Yeah.
clone
yeah.
trooper.
Played by Tamura. Fuck yeah, it was. Where he had the beard and everything, like the
Yep.
old man Rex beard,
Yep. Oh,
which I'm still hoping that happens. That we get live action Rex with him playing him.
fair.
Could you?
I'll allow that, Filoni.
Could you?
Because you know he listens.
He listens.
I suppose Rex. Yeah, he wasn't really altered. So
No. But he was one of the survivors.
yeah, he was. He was.
Who is it?
What?
Your phone.
No, that was
Somebody
Rob's
my
phone.
That was just to the universe because I couldn't tell
I'm
whose phone it was.
scrolling on Tumblr because
Survey says.
Speaking of that, I just did some lightsaber fighting yesterday with Lee, our friend Lee.
I need to go to one of
Fuck
those.
that guy. No, I'm kidding. I love.
I
Lee.
did,
just-
and I was like,
Super Tall Lee, who thinks I look like Tatum O'Neal.
yes.
Okay.
How big is it? Is he a length
Jesus
guy or a
Christ.
girth guy? I see him not
Yeah.
being terribly long, but more girthy.
Yeah, same.
He likes to stand a long distance away.
So length guy.
So length guy. Surprising.
It's very tall.
I don't think he knows what he said.
I do.
Okay.
I was trying to play into it and say it the best way I could, and I don't think it came
All right,
out.
tell me when to stop. Really?
It's like
oh
a
my
bag.
God.
It's like a baguette.
Whoa. Oh, really? 10. Oh.
Problem is the girth of a lifesaver pack.
This coming from the guy who used to describe himself as short but wide, like a tuna can.
Yeah.
Wait, me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's how you used to
You
describe
would
your
do it
penis
on stage.
all the time. It's true.
You did it. I watched you do it so many times on stage. You some
I-
girl would say some flirty thing to you as she left the stage, and you'd be like, "Hey, baby, it's like a tuna can." Like you would do it all the
Really?
goddamn time.
He's not lying.
I don't believe. I believe you 100%. I just don't remember it.
That also true.
I mean,
That
you were
tracks.
probably drunk on stage, so.
I don't know. I never, with the exception of our last show, I was really never drunk on stage.
Yeah, nobody
Nick.
really pulled a Devin.
No,
I guess
no.
that's true. You were never
That's true.
super drunk on
No,
stage.
I was, with the exception of our last show, I was never drunk on stage. I might have been feeling pretty good.
Oh
Sometimes.
yeah, you were
I was.
not sober on stage, but you were not like drunk.
I was feeling good.
I
but
was
I was-
right there. I know.
Our last show, I was definitely.
Oh, you were
yeah.
toasted. We know.
So anyway,
watched
lightsabers.
Anyway,
So lightsabers.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so we
Lee's
did-
lightsaber
Did some
and
lightsaber battling, and I'm a little sore today. Not because of like getting hit, but just because I'm like I haven't moved that way in a long time.
He's just steering into the skid at this point.
Pretty much. Yeah, it was fun though.
I have a new VR workout program that is absolutely slapping my nuts. It's called Fit XR, and it's really good. Like it is a goddamn workout. So it's got different programs because like the thing I didn't like about Supernatural is it just seemed like it was a Beat Saber ripoff, but it slaps instead of slashes.
slaps.
Right.
But this one it has
Slaps giving.
it has like dance, sculpting, boxing, martial arts, and hit.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
And it takes you for a ride. I was very impressed with it. So it's free to download, but you get like the one free class, and it's like $10 a month or
Yeah.
$80 for a year. But so
Of
far,
course.
I'm kind of finding it worth it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's interesting, and I work up a real good schwitz, and I too am quite sore today.
Yeah, Lee was like, I don't believe I've ever actually seen you use a sword. I said, dude, it's been a fucking minute or two since I've swung an actual sword, so I'm a little rusty.
cut this or keep it, depending on how you feel about this. Do you schwitz less now?
Yes, like I casually sweat less, and I don't care if we keep this on the show. I casually sweat a lot less, but like when I do sweat, it's sweat. Like that's been a problem ever since I was a kid.
Okay,
is
yeah.
I've always been kind of an overheat boy. So
Same,
too.
because
Moist boys.
yeah, we've been very moist boys.
see, but Nick, I've never seen you as being like exceptionally moist. Like I on like the hottest days of Fest, sure,
Yeah.
but I never saw you like really casually sweat.
I'm not a casual sweater, but like if I start working out, I'll start fucking spitting.
I've seen you get a nice,
motherfucker.
healthy sheen on you.
Like
but
so now when I do like workouts on VR, I like have to wear a headband because otherwise it's that fucking thing is so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron's
if I
found that with his VR, his Oculus gets nasty.
Yeah. So Mando, should we move into trailers?
Yeah, let's move into trailers.
There's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trailer that dropped.
There was
For a
I didn't see it.
is fascinating.
It is really cool.
I've heard it's Seth Rogen-y.
So
It is.
it's very Seth Rogen-y. But so
Yes.
the animation style is basically like that
It's
Into
like,
the Spider-Verse where it
Yeah.
almost looks like claymation
Yeah.
but
Gotcha.
isn't.
Yeah.
It looks like a 3D comic book.
A little
like
bit.
That's
So-
how I.
yeah.
But it's
saw
it's
it.
very
So
much
it's sort
that-
of shell
Cell-shaded.
shaded.
I mean,
Shell shaded.
kind of, but also not really. But like I said, it's like that weird, like almost like painted 3D
Yeah.
animation. But again, like just the movements make it almost look like claymation. It's very interesting. Cool. They're very much teens.
Yep.
Like,
they
almost
use teenagers
they
to
use
voice teenagers.
real
which
teenagers.
Awesome.
Good.
I have one little problem with the trailer.
Oh, and Nick and I feel the same on this, but I'm gonna
Why?
let you take the
What's your
lead.
problem?
It's the second you notice it, it's all you can think about.
Okay,
great.
Gen Xer, let's hear it.
Oh no, trust me.
I know, I'm making
I
jokes.
get
that's
it.
all.
This is the first time we've seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as teenagers because they really haven't, even in the original comics, not really teenagers. And I get it. And you want to give that teenage vibe, and then you want to make them look like teenagers, blah, blah, blah. But you gave Michelangelo fucking braces. Where the fuck did he get braces from?
Which
Explain
orthodontist?
what Ninja Turtle orthodontist did you send this motherfucker to? No,
This
Wait.
green thing is perfectly normal. I mean, did they pick up the parts from a dump
I think
Splinter was like king,
actually,
king, king, king. Let's do this.
like Donatello also knows about orthodontistry. I don't know, but like how? No, I had braces. There's no fucking way. I'm sorry, but like
Do you trust a teenager to
You
put
can't-
braces in another teenager's mouth?
you can't put on a trench coat and in a bogey hat and go off to the movie or go off to the orthodontist and be like, oh, I'm just a normal teenager.
I have a
Question.
weird skin condition, that's all. What? Yeah.
Do turtles even have teeth?
Yes.
Mutant Ninja Turtles do.
Yeah.
They've always had teeth.
Okay.
It's so
Especially the teenage variety.
Well, yeah.
so they can pronounce
can-
all of their
Yes, they have
fucking
teeth. They're
names.
very small. Like frogs actually have
Oh,
teeth as well.
okay.
Want to know where I learned that from? Muppet Babies. Because they were brushing their teeth, and Gonzo asked Kermit, why do you even brush your teeth? He's like, well, my teeth haven't come in yet because frogs actually have teeth. I just brush my tongue. Yep, Muppet Babies.
Tortoises have teeth? I'm Googling this.
Well, they're not tortoises. They're
Well,
turtles.
I
The
know,
Ninja
but now
Turtles
I'm-
have fucking big ass chiclet teeth.
Yeah,
well,
they
now
do.
I'm like in the world of
And apparently
turtles.
Michelangelo has fucking braces.
Yeah.
Drives me insane. My big friend, my friend from work, Sonny, who is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle nut.
Turtles don't have any teeth at all.
Really? Interesting.
Turtles and tortoises do not have teeth, according to the San Diego Zoo.
I thought they did. I am
Instead,
wrong.
their mouths have a hard, sharpened edge that they use to bite with, kind of like
like a
a
beak.
bird beak.
He does not like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He says they're too young. And I said, dude, their
in
cards
their
originally
name?
were 13, 14. He's like, no, they were like 18, 19. I said, no, they were not.
Well, I don't mind that they're really working with Raphael the past few iterations of Ninja Turtles. The fact that he has like a full head bandana, like that's something they've been really working since
Yep.
like I think the Michael Bay one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then they did the the Rise of the Teenage
Yep.
Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
which is the worst iteration of Ninja Turtles that's ever fucking existed. I hate it. I will always hate it.
It looked dumb.
Nothing will ever stop me from hating it, and it's only because they turned Splinter into Homer Simpson, and I thought that was egregious.
To come back to, do frogs have teeth? Some have tiny teeth on their upper jaws and the roof of their mouths, while others sport fang-like structures. Some species are completely toothless, and only one frog out of more than 7,000 species has true teeth on both upper and lower jaws.
Gross.
So, yes, kind of.
Wow, it was Muppet Babies. I didn't think they were going to be specific about what kind of frog Kermit was,
Yeah, fair enough.
other than being green.
He is a green frog,
So yes, my one issue.
and it's not easy.
I hope it comes up in the movie. I really do.
About turtles having teeth?
No, about Michelangelo specifically having
Oh.
braces.
I think part of Splinter's past is he wanted to be a dentist, and
I can't be a dentist.
Speaking of how long we've known each other,
Exactly.
We
met.
dentist?
No, we met when I was assistant directing the
Little
musical, and it was Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, right.
Say
That's
which
why
was
I was
Little
wondering
Shop
if you would have played the dentist because you would have been an awesome dentist.
I would have been an awesome dentist.
No,
No,
there was
I've never been in the show. I was just a
douchey guy named Paul played our
was-
dentist,
He is a
and
douche.
of course I had a
He-
crush on him.
Oh, of
course you did.
I
He
was
married
15.
he married a girl who looks exactly like him.
Oh,
That's
weird.
how in love with himself he is.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but that's also
I
really
love it.
weird.
He seems like he's chilled out a lot.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
I
he's-
even donated to the show he was putting on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a kind of hardline teenage Republican, but has since.
Shot way
Yeah.
left.
Oh, good.
But like Blake too.
Really?
When I first met Blake, he was very conservative.
Huh.
And he
Oh.
is hard left now.
Interesting.
All right. Shall we go 3 for 3? Graham.
Libertarian.
Fucking Christ, man.
AKA a Republican who wants to smoke weed. Like my stepdad.
You're
It's
not
fine.
wrong.
I don't want to shit on Graham.
No.
I don't. Like, I've done that for so long, and I shouldn't. And I feel bad about it now. But, buddy, come on. Anyways.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I liked the trailer. I thought it was cute, and I might actually go see this one.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, she does look like him.
Let me see this guy.
The guy we were talking about.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think it's kind of cute, to be honest.
It's like people who look like they're pets.
Yeah.
Shit.
You don't look like either one of your dogs.
I don't look like either one of my dogs either.
Do I look like
I might-
bulldog?
I might
Little
look like
bit,
my
okay.
cat.
Cute,
I'm okay
and,
with it.
cute, and something you want to crawl up on your lap and just kind
A
of
little jowly.
yeah, kind of want.
Oh, that's fair. You're a little... No. Next trailer. Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
see that either.
What you watched? Did you not watch the Oscars?
No, I didn't actually watch
Oh.
the
You
Oscars.
watched
I
the
just
highlights
the
after?
highlights,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's what I did, but as soon as I saw that the trailer dropped, I immediately went to
Yeah.
watch it.
Chills.
I was not.
I
Yeah.
had chills.
Yeah, she's gonna crush this.
It's-
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little impressed with Melissa McCarthy.
Me too.
I think she's gonna
Me
rock
too.
it.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
Concernicus, but
this is like way out of the realm of like just like background. I love Melissa McCarthy, but that's because I know her as Suki from Gilmore Girls.
Sure.
Okay.
And like everything between after Gilmore Girls and probably this just doesn't exist to me as far as her career goes. I don't know.
Sure.
But like this is such a departure from her usual roles, I feel.
9 Perfect Strangers.
I haven't seen it.
It's on HBO.
Yeah, I
Put
know
it in your
of it.
in your life. She was phenomenal in it.
Okay.
I didn't like
That
Melissa
also
McCarthy.
had Keegan
for the-
Michael Key.
I didn't like. Yeah, and no, it does not have
No, what
Keegan
am I
Michael
Is
thinking?
that
Key.
the one with Nicole Kidman being all
Yes,
creepy?
where
Okay.
she
Yeah.
has like a. Well, it's
It's like
actually
a
about.
retreat.
Yes, it's
where-
actually revolving around microdosing therapy.
Oh.
And there's been a lot of stuff regarding that lately, and that was
Mm-hmm.
actually one of the kind of first things to be like a main thing to be like this can actually be very helpful for people.
One of the John Oliver did an
Yeah,
episode
very
on-
recently.
Yeah.
It was like his season premiere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
really good.
Echo 3 is this weird military show with Luke Evans in it. That I don't state its welcome a little bit, but was pretty good. But like that's what the main girl did was she
With
was
Mike
about
Microdose
that. And so
the-
yeah, it's becoming more prevalent. I think is really cool. Anyway. Fucking Melissa McCarthy. The reason why I didn't like her for the longest time is because everything I knew her from, and I've talked about this on
Right.
the show, is
Yeah.
I really hate fatty fall down go boom humor.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like expertly crafted.
Yeah.
I think Chris Farley had turned it into an art, but
Yeah.
even if he had kept doing it, it would have gotten old fast. It's
Yeah.
just he unfortunately didn't
Yeah.
get old.
He did not.
Womp. But I think we've moved
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah.
And she and fucking
Kevin James.
James fucking made a lifelong career out of fatty fall down go boom humor.
Sure did.
It never resonated with me, and
Understandable.
that's why
Totally fair.
I didn't like a lot of her films. But yeah, find
But yeah,
9 Perfect Strangers. She kills it.
Yeah, like her character on Gilmore Girls, like very, like is never referred to as like the fat friend.
Yeah.
Like they don't mention her weight at all on Gilmore Girls, which is kind of surprising because Amy Sherman Palladino is kind of a dick about stuff like that. Anyway,
Fair.
Sure. But yeah, like that's how I knew her, and yeah, I'm super excited to see her all Ursula-fied.
So I haven't watched the trailer, but I do have an issue with that. And maybe it's just sort of me. I'm not dissing on Melissa McCarthy because I'm sure she'll do great. But I guess a little bit of the what could have been.
Okay.
Ursula's character design is based on the drag queen Divine.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Disney, I know it's Disney, and maybe they're just like, oh, too many paradigm shifting moments here in this movie. But they could have cast a trans woman actor or a drag queen or somebody as Ursula, and I think that would have done so much to honor the legacy of the original character.
Yeah.
But then again, it is Disney, so they're like, get Melissa McCarthy. She's basically a drag queen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She dressed up as the press secretary that one time. That was funny.
By the way, that reminds me, you doing the smoking thing. I found out a really interesting thing about the Disney pointing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Disney pointing thing?
That was a myth that Disney then perpetuated afterwards because they
talking
just edited. So at Disney, you point with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
And the idea is that because the myth is that Disney didn't want people to point, it was rude.
Right.
But actually what it is that Disney, the company, went back and edited out all of Walt Disney's promotional shots where he's pointing in the park so that it looks like he's pointing in the park and not what he's actually doing, which is holding a cigarette.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Which
get it.
the myth then was perpetuated, and I don't know.
Right.
You worked there. Did they continue that then, or?
So in orientation, they tell you, well, I don't know if this is a usual thing. They tell you that, it's, in many cultures it is rude to point with one finger, so they try and stay away from that. But then our guy was sort of a subversive orientation trainer. He's like, so this was a thing. And while we do stick to the fact that it is because it is very rude to point in some cultures, that's how it started. But this was a secondary reason for it. So it's actually both.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, and I'd heard, but I had always heard the myth that it was because Disney was like, well, it's rude to point, so 2 fingers or 3 fingers.
Less
or
of
whatever.
a myth, more of a retcon.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I saw a lot of people just doing the full hand point.
Right.
Yep.
I
I've
don't
seen
remember-
that.
I don't. Other than when we were talking to Esther, I don't think anybody. I don't ever remember asking anybody really for directions or anything. But
Sure.
Well, I mean, the parking lot people will do it too.
no, we weren't in the parking lot. We took the sky cab, flying thing, which
flying
surprisingly was very quiet. Like, it was great. It's comfortable.
That makes sense.
Nice breeze blows through it. Oh, it's glorious.
So Little Mermaid.
So Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I had totally forgotten about some of the cool ass casting choices they made.
Javier Bardem as Neptune.
Let's make King Triton the most daddy. Like he's pretty daddy in the
not
in the
not
animated.
Neptune. Neptune's
Sorry.
Is he
Triton.
his son?
Yeah.
Triton is Neptune's
Son?
Son. Yes.
which makes like
Ariel.
I forgot the name.
Some sort
Yeah.
of demigod.
yeah,
Yeah.
So King Titan.
Triton.
Triton,
Him too.
like the
Like a trident.
trident.
Yeah.
But yeah, Javier Bardem as Triton. It's just make
I remember the first Little Mermaid I saw
Make
was
the-
the actual Hans Christian Andersen version, which she dies at the end.
Yeah, make the daddy
It was
more
very
daddy.
sad. I'm like, this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
good show.
Is that the one from the 50s or 60s or whatever?
No,
I saw an
early
anime
early
version.
80s. It was an animated version.
Oh, okay.
It's like from the 80s.
Yeah.
Sorry, Megan, I didn't actually hear what you said. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I saw like an anime version that I like when I was really young.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
probably
after I'd
someone.
seen like the Disney version
Sure.
where a happy ending and all that shit. But yeah, it was really depressing.
Yeah.
And then David Diggs as Sebastian, and
I'm here for it.
Aquafina as fucking Scuttle.
I'm here for it.
So-
I am excited.
So here's the thing. Apparently, a lot of people thought Sebastian is a lobster.
He's a crab.
He's a crab.
You don't have to tell me this. I know.
People out there.
But because
But
he has
the internet?
because he has the yes,
Yeah, he's
because
that
he has
long
the
neck.
long neck. But
Yeah.
apparently there is a like a type of Jamaican red crab that does have a little bit longer of a head,
Well, yeah, and he's Jamaican.
and he's Jamaican. But yeah, a lot of people, because of his long head, thought he was
he
a
was a
lobster.
lobster.
It's like, no, he doesn't have
No.
the fan fucking tail.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't have a tail at all.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn crab. He even says so
There's a whole
in his-
song about it
in his song.
that Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to
So yeah,
perform in
yeah,
this
so-
movie. Which
So people were confused.
he's
but
going to be Chef Louis.
of course he is
Well,
Of
yeah,
course he is.
his son is named Sebastian. Like,
adorable.
He must have signed
Yeah, so a lot of people thought that we're very confused because Sebastian the Crab looks like a crab and not
yeah,
whatever
not
weird,
like a weird
whatever
lobster
mutant that he
thing
was
that
in
they
the-
thought it
in the
was.
cartoon.
Lin-Manuel Miranda must have signed a huge contract with Disney.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth so much money.
He got
The girl got paid.
He got super paid. Were there any other trailers that came out recently?
Not that I
Oh,
saw.
there is a.
Oh God, I don't like that laugh.
There was the one Shazam one that dropped right before it opened
Oh, I know.
that spoiled the fucking.
What?
I don't know how they even allowed it, but it spoiled a surprise character appearance in.
oh yeah, a
Womp
TV
womp.
spot.
Yeah.
Who's the character? I'm not going to see it.
It's a it's
Yeah, I
they
don't-
just they spell the fact that Wonder Woman makes a cameo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
And they were like, and then like I remember seeing on something. I think it was on Facebook. It was like the Shazam thing. It was like, don't pay attention to social media before you see the movie. Like, well, it's impossible, dude. Sorry, but like, why would you
seeing
even
it-
allow that?
We're seeing it on Saturday, so
I totally forgot that it
I don't
came out.
plan on seeing it. I didn't see the first one.
it was good.
I've
It's
heard-
one of
I've heard
It's
DC's
very
best.
good.
Yeah.
I'm
It's up there for
Yeah,
me. Yeah. It's enjoyable. It's fun.
I'm the guy who sees early reviews though. So
Can I?
Yes.
I know.
Nothing quite like forming your own opinion, huh?
I like
I know.
just saw the Batman like 2 weeks ago.
What'd you think? Correct answer.
I
should go back and rewatch that.
I don't. I really liked the music and the like. I just don't know how I feel about
Arbats.
our bats.
I loved him.
I liked him. I wanted to like him more.
Interesting.
Like
We have a whole nother movie to like
I
him
know.
more.
I really love the soundtrack though. I fucking
Ugh.
give me that.
I,
give me all the 90s grunge Nirvana.
I tried to get the 3-pack vinyl, the special one that they put out. It was like
I'm sorry,
it was like a multicolored vinyl set, and it sold out like fuck immediately.
Of course it did.
But yeah,
I need it.
I need too.
I am actually starting my like vinyl collection because I finally got a
I want like an old
good turntable.
tiny like crank.
like a phonograph.
Yeah, I want like an old
Victrola.
crank. Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Oh, my ragtime, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So when we went to see 65 last weekend,
Yeah.
there were a bunch of trailers for things we hadn't known about, and like every single one of them looked really good. And I wish I could remember specifics, but I have a terrible memory. But they all looked really good. But like there was this new like Jake Gyllenhaal military movie that looks really good, where he
Yep,
like goes
I
back
heard
for his
about it.
interpreter,
Yep.
and like there
Yep,
was
I heard about that one.
Jarhead 2.
no, and that's exactly what I called it, by the way.
Joke's on you. There already is a Jarhead 2. It would be Jarhead 3.
There's a Jarhead too.
Yes.
The jar headening.
Yep.
Jarheader.
Jar harder.
That was the porn version.
Live free or jar hard. Yeah.
Jar hard for your Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. There we
Okay.
go.
They used to hang out. Jake Gyllenhaal apparently knew the owner of Keegan's pub that used to be in Northeast. And he would go hang out there.
Yes.
And I never saw him there. And that was my favorite Irish bar in the city.
That's where I get hit by a car.
And now it's closed.
Yes.
And I'm very sad.
Sir, you're wrong. There isn't a Jarhead 2.
Yes, there is.
There's a Jarhead 2, Jarhead 3, and Jarhead Law of Return.
Jesus.
There are
Supposed to be
several.
Jarhead 5.
Jarhead
Well,
5.
I stopped after 2, okay? Kind of like there's a Grown Ups 2. Did you know there was a Grown Ups 2 that I didn't even know about
I
existed?
did
Yes,
know
I
about
did know.
It's a horrible
Grown-Ups.
fucking movie.
Grown-Ups
Don't
2.
ever watch it.
I won't.
I was never going to watch Grown Ups, so we're fine.
It was okay.
It's Sandler. No, it wasn't.
It was okay.
It was sponsored by Subway.
But have you seen the new Evil Dead trailer?
I'm sorry, there's a what now?
Evil Dead Rise?
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
It looks fucked up.
Yeah.
Really fucked up.
I have one important question, and I think you know what that is.
If he's in it, we don't know yet.
Okay, then I don't care.
Probably not.
He probably will be.
I mean, yeah, he should be. I still love his end credits scene from Multiverse of Madness. Jesus Christ.
Though maybe that was him telling us that he won't be in the new Evil Dead movie.
Maybe.
'Cause it's over. It's finally over.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's
But no, it looks real fucked up.
Oh, Bruce.
Didn't he beat himself? He did. Didn't he beat himself up in The Evil Dead? Wasn't
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
That was the homage.
Yeah.
I know it was. I was just like, wait a second.
Yeah, because Sam Raimi can't help but stroke his own cock in his movies.
Well, you know. Good for him.
God love him. Like
I
no qualms about it. Frankly, I have no problems with it, especially when he keeps coming back to Bruce Campbell because that man is a treasure.
I
If
adore
I
Sam
if
Raimi.
I was a Sam Raimi type and I was making movies like that, I would put in an Easy Cheese can in every one of my movies and a mouse hole, because that's what I do in the theater. When I was technical director at Apple Valley High School, all the sets that I built and designed, I would hide an Easy Cheese can somewhere.
Okay.
And then on opening night, one of my traditions was to put a mouse hole somewhere on the set, and it became a game for a lot of a lot of the techies and for actors and for people who knew who I was.
Now,
And
did you
parents.
put the squeezy cheese near the mouse hole?
No.
Okay.
Not always.
Not
but
always,
The
no.
Easy Cheese can was often either just an Easy Cheese can sitting on a shelf, or one time it was Easy Drunk for guys and dolls. So in the bar scene in Cabana, when they're down drinking the Dolce Leches, we made a bunch of bottles, and one of them was Easy Drunk. So it was up there. I had that can downstairs.
Okay.
For example, in Romeo and Juliet, it became a candle on the bed
Nice.
during the death scene. So that's when I was challenged by my techies to put a light inside of an Easy Cheese can. I said, oh,
Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie.
So the
Challenge accepted.
bad story about that we made it. It looks like the candle. Everything worked out fine. They put it out there. But I told them, I said, do not put the cap on it, because you could put the cap on it, it would glow. Well, apparently they thought it would be funny to put the cap on it. And I saw it, and I'm like, fuck.
Fucking
And
teenagers.
2 seconds later, the director is coming up into the booth. And I'm like, I already know what you're going to say. I told him not to do it. And she's, God damn it. And I'm like, I know. Like, it was the first time they were like legitimately like mad at me, but also thought it was kind of funny. But they were legitimately mad at me for doing that. I was like, luckily it was the last show. So
Sure.
they said, don't ever do that again. I said, I won't.
And then you did.
No, I did not. Or sometimes it was the Easy Cheese cap was a cap of an axe that I made. The top part of the axe. Yeah, I hit them all over.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cute and clever.
You're Han Solo in Carbonite in Firefly.
Oh, sure.
Another trailer that we really enjoyed was something called Ghosted. Chris Evans goes on a date with Ana de Armas.
Right. And he's the damsel in distress.
He's
this
the
time.
damsel in distress. She's the super spy who has to rescue him because he goes looking for her because she ghosts him basically because it turns out she's a spy. It looks very good. I like that.
Comedy or like action?
Rom-com,
A
maybe?
little bit of a rom-com action.
Okay.
Disappointing. I want it to be a full action.
Like, what was that one with Gerard? The horrible one with Gerard
feels
Butler
tropey.
and
Okay.
the girl that was in all the rom-coms
makes
in the
sense.
late.
Yes, I love you.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, she had to. He had like put fucking letters.
Oh
in-
no. That one was
No.
just a romantic drama.
Was it The Ugly
The-
Truth with Katherine Heigl?
There
Yes.
it is.
Wow.
Katherine Heigl was the one. There it is. Nailed it.
Anyways,
Lockbox.
no, I want it to be a straight action because making it a comedy feels tropey.
Well, it's just the comedy comes from the fact that Chris Evans, who is Captain America, is this total damsel in distress.
Sure.
And so it has goofs, but it's very much an action movie. She kicks all sorts of ass in it.
Cool. So
Weird.
for
okay,
her.
was the comedy
Ironic.
derived from the idea that it's Chris Evans, and so you need the meta narrative of Chris Evans, Captain America, or was it the comedy derived from the fact that it was just a dude?
The comedy is derived from the fact that Chris Evans started out as a comedic actor,
Sure did.
and he has incredible comedic chops. It's just he's kind of a bumbling. He's an everyman who's put in ridiculous situations because he's trying to get this girl back who it turns out is a spy. So he gets accidentally pulled into like this. He gets mistaken for the spy, but it turns out it's her because he's good-looking, chiseled Chris Evans.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm just a dude, and so
I don't know what's happening.
So it's
Couldn't throw
No,
a punch
I-
to save his life.
I guess I don't understand what you're asking. No, there's no likening to him being Captain America.
Okay.
It's a little funny because he plays Captain America.
Okay. But that's not where the humor.
that's
is
not where the
directed.
humor is.
Cool.
It's
That is kind of what I was like. Part of me is just like, if it's a movie that's just sort of based on the premise of, oh look, Chris Evans is the damsel in distress. How funny is that? Like that. I don't know if I'm turned on by that.
It could have been anyone.
Chris Hemsworth.
Like it could
Any
Chris Pine. Any of the Chris's really.
right.
Chris Pine.
Except for Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Even
not
Chris.
Pratt.
It could have been Chris Pratt, but the
Dane
comedy
Cook?
is because it could have been Dane. No, Dane Cook's a little too old now. But like, it's because he's a good comedian.
Yeah.
His
And,
fiance
like, and
isn't.
people-
Sorry.
I don't know who's his fiance.
Damn it! It was too late. He said Dane Cook, and you were like, Dane Cook's too old. I'm like, his
Oh.
fiance isn't.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, his fiance is quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gross.
sorry,
gross.
we moved on too quickly.
Sorry, you did. Yeah.
He's sort of pulling a Leo DiCaprio. So,
Sort of nothing.
but anyway, like people forget that's where Chris Evans got to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
and I
like
movie
was
was-
not another teen
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
where he
It was
wore
fucking
where he wore a
hilarious.
whipped cream bikini.
Yes. With cherry nipples.
with cherry nipples,
Cherry
baby.
nipples. Oh. And then he was in, what was that other one he was in with Negan? Where they were
I know what you're talking about. And it was also a comic book movie.
Zoe, not Zoe Deschanel.
Losers.
The Losers.
The Losers, yep.
That's it.
That was way
Right.
later, though.
It was
Yeah.
way later, but
Way
it was.
later.
I mean, Not Another Teen Movie was my first introduction to Chris Evans, and then
that was his
that movie.
and,
first
and
film
not
appearance, I think.
Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah,
It's
Fantastic Four.
such
Was
a
that
crush
before?
on him. It's
Way
Fantastic
before.
Four.
Okay,
Yeah,
Fantastic
way
Four.
before
Okay,
the
yeah,
Losers, because the
Fantastic Four.
Losers was like after Zoe had started becoming like that was after Avatar. I'm pretty sure,
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
almost definitely.
I think it was before Avatar. My first introduction to Zoe Zadana was Center Stage.
Oh, that movie.
Center Stage. It's ringing a very distant.
The Losers came out in 2010, my friend.
Did it? Wow.
And Avatar was 2009,
Wow.
which means it also came out after Star Trek.
Wow.
Megan, do yourself a favor and watch Center Stage.
Okay.
It's
It's
total
kind of a-
cheeseball
it's-
bullshit nonsense, but it's
kind of a
wonderful.
must see for any like performer.
Right.
Okay.
And excuse I want to preface before you see the movie, a lot of the dancer actors in it are actual dancers and not actors.
I love that.
They are
Oh, yeah.
legitimate like ballet.
There's a number of them that are, yeah.
Most all of them are.
The Russian kid.
Are actually yeah.
Love him.
They're actually San Francisco Ballet Company
Wow.
dancers and yeah.
But as Disnerds, there was also a trailer for the new Haunted Mansion,
Really?
Yes.
and it looks pretty damn good. They even do the thing with the
Is it
when
actually going to be like a horror movie
That's
instead
what
of a?
sort of. It's still a bit of
it's
still a bit
Disney
of
horror.
funny.
gonna be-
Is
Still
that
a bit of funny, but it's a lot spookier than
than
this.
Rosario
Eddie
Dawson?
Murphy.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And it even does the thing in the elevator where the paintings stretch.
Yes.
So it looks pretty good.
That looks-
I was so
Yep.
sad I couldn't go on that for
Y'all, I haven't been to Disney
because Ashley couldn't
since
enjoy
I
it.
was
Ashley couldn't enjoy it because she can't see it.
14.
It's too dark. Yeah,
Makes sense. It sucks though.
yeah, it does suck.
Leave her behind.
Would not be that cruel.
Sit here, honey. Goodbye.
I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that gives me a reason to come back. You know.
I
know.
love that ride.
I do too, but if she couldn't see anything, what's
Yeah.
the joy?
I understand and I get it, but god damn it, fuck that bitch. Anyways.
Yeah, we had to went through a lot of the rides where it's real dark. Walking through the lines, we had to do hand signals. So as I was holding her hand, if we were going left, I would instead of just saying left all the time, I'd just turn her hand to the left, so she knew a left turn was coming up.
Aw, that's cute.
That's really cute.
Well, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Fucking adorable, you know that?
You know.
Friggin'
Interesting
cute.
part about Jarhead 5 is that it's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yes, it is. Yes,
But
is.
it's like an American based movie.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Or like America and like Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Guy Ritchie flick.
Yeah.
Guy
The
Ritchie.
press coming for D&D, Honor Among Thieves.
Apparently it's really fucking good.
Apparently.
Good. Awesome.
I'm excited.
And there is a reference to the old 80s cartoon.
I've heard. I saw
you-
the still that. Yeah,
You briefly see Bobby reaching into a chest and taking out the little barbarian kid, but he's like a big ass adult now, picking out an axe, and then you see them like the whole group running down a hallway as Michelle Rodriguez and Chris kind of look down the corridor at them.
That was one of my favorite cartoons as a
excited.
kid.
Well, because I always as soon as I saw the main bad guy for the film, like he kind of looks like Venger,
Yeah.
okay, and the girl reminds me of Karina.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good that they pay homage to it. Nice. All right. Any other trailers before we move to Nerd Crabs?
I just wanted to say real quick that apparently Hugh Grant has decided that he's going to live his best Chaos Goblin life.
Yeah, he's like,
What?
what if I just went full on turd burglar?
Right.
Yeah. What if I just stopped giving a shit about anything?
He went like he took the character of being sort of a rogue, chaotic neutral, and was like, I should apply this to my real life, and lo, he is. Sometimes he
Loved
does good
his-
shit. Sometimes he does shitbag shit.
Loved his 10-second cameo in Glass Onion.
Oh, it's so good.
Still haven't seen that yet.
It's so good.
God, Nick, see it.
See Glass
It's,
Onion.
it's on my list. I just,
Put it near the top.
Yeah.
It's-
No, don't put it near the top. Put it at the top.
I just saw it recently,
I went-
and it was fucking amazing.
I was going to watch it the other night, but then I watched All Quiet's on the Western Front, and I kind
Mm-hmm.
of regret that decision.
That
Really?
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I kind of fell asleep.
Yeah, that doesn't
Put
surprise me.
it put it third on your list.
Okay.
Because I do want you to see Mandalorian and Star Trek first.
Well, yeah,
and
we can watch those right
and
after
then
we're done.
and then deep dive in Glass Onion.
All right.
TV shows and movies go in different categories, though. So.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm going to watch Picard and Mandalorian when we're done here, and then maybe I'll watch the other one tomorrow.
So good.
I can't watch it tonight because I have to get up at about o'clock in the morning.
I have to drive to Rochester tomorrow, and I am not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
doubt it. Okay. Is there anything else? Anything else?
No.
Nerds grabs. Nerds grabs.
Nerd grabs.
Nerd.
Nerd grabs. I think I
Grab
went
the
last
nerds.
time, did I? I did.
You did because you were
Would you
at
like to go
Disney.
first? I'll go first. Cool. So my nerd grab is, which is another reason why Megan is here. I just submitted my second short film to Z-Fest. It's called The App. Megan was my co-writer, script supervisor, first AD, and now assistant editor, adding the credits to
Gotta
her.
get those credits.
Right.
Need those creds, baby.
It's a really fun movie. It's about a guy named Tyler who is recently divorced from his high school sweetheart and has to get back into the dating scene. And his friend Anne convinces him to join a dating website. And
If you don't remember from last time, we gave the synopsis, and we had our guesses as to what the twist was.
Oh, yeah.
Twist.
Yes.
I don't remember what our guesses were.
I think I said axe murderer, and
Oh,
I think you said something like alien or something like that.
Yeah.
Wrote it down.
Did you write it down?
I did write it down.
Awesome. I don't think mine was as mundane as Alien, though. I think it was a little bit more out there.
Be that mundane.
I find where I wrote it down. See, this is what I have when I fucking write notes down. I don't remember where I put them on the pen.
That sure did devolve.
Yep.
I wrote them down somewhere, but I don't remember where I wrote them down.
All right. Well, you look for those.
Whatever.
But anyway, so yes. I submitted it. We made it. Ian, of course, was our editor. So
Nice.
that was a lot of fun. And what else? It was a good movie. Our friend Amanda's in it.
Yeah, Amanda plays the love interest.
/ axe murdering alien.
Yep.
Yeah.
Axe murdering alien. That's spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like in Star Trek.
Yeah.
It was fun to shoot. It was fun to. I liked being able to boss people around as assistant director while Nick was doing his acting thing because he's the star.
It's fun bossing people around a set, isn't it?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
My squeedly spooge.
Yeah. It was different because as, being the director and being in front of the camera and not being able to see what's transpiring and having to put the trust, and that's why I liked having Megan there, was putting the trust into somebody that, like, if it didn't look good, they wouldn't be afraid to say, that looked like shit. Do it again. Okay.
Yeah. I wish I'd had a little more backbone when it came to you guys ad-libbing.
Oh, you should definitely get more backbone for
Well,
that.
first time for everything.
Yeah, and it was my first time as assistant director. Next time I'll, kick your ass.
Well, next time you're writing the film, and then you can really
That's
be
true.
the.
I'm gonna. Well, now that I'm.
And I'm despite the writing, give or take, I don't mind ad-libbing.
I don't mind
I'm a
ad-libbing,
big improv
but-
guy, unless it's my squiddly spooge.
Well, and like
Everyone broke. I'm proud of myself.
It was-
like I tell the actors, I go, the script is the script, and I'm not like a Kevin Smith. I'm not going to be like the script
Must
dictator.
be word perfect.
Yeah, word perfect, word for word. I said, if you find something, this is where I want the scene to go.
That's because Kevin Smith smells his own farts about his writing.
Sure does.
But we love you, big guy.
But if you find something that works a little bit better, or you find a little ad-lib line, or if you, get to point A to point B, but the lines are a little wonky, as long as it makes sense, I don't care. So.
Oh, you see. Well, I'm taking a different approach when I direct.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be like at least one take word perfect, and then let's start ad-libbing. If you see something better, awesome.
I guess I can't start
But
any
give it to me straight first.
I am horrible at word per word.
I know. I was there.
I know. It's edits in my head.
I still remember an actor who was saying the line, then looked directly at the script, and then turned the page quite audibly while saying the line. I'm not going to name any names, but their name rhymes with Schmegan.
I definitely did that.
It was, to this day, it's my favorite outtake of yours.
It's a really great outtake. It's just, and then you just hear that. I'm like, shit.
I still have the phone.
Oh, the one that bashed me in the skull.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember that?
it was a bad
Day one.
Oh, I should put it in a shadow box. You can put it up at your theater.
Oh,
Aw, that would be a good
Knock on
welcoming.
wood.
See,
We're
you should have saved that
knocking
one
on
for a
wood.
welcoming, an opening
yeah.
house party.
that'll be yeah.
Housewarming
it's my
gift.
Housewarming gift.
But yeah, it's submitted. It's the cut is good. We didn't have to cut out 5 minutes this time. We only cut out a minute and a half and change. But it's good. I still prefer the director's cut. Ian and I are going to go back at it in a couple weeks to give ourselves a little mental break, refine the director's cut, and then send that one off to other
Short film festival.
short film festivals.
Not
I get
7
you.
minutes.
Not 7 minutes.
I like the longer cut.
I like the longer cut too. The
that's-
jokes land a lot better.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny how you say that, and people. I tell people that, like, well, I don't get it. I'm like, well,
I'll send you the director's cut. It's fine.
yeah, I'll send you the director's cut. It'll be better.
It'll be better.
It'll be better. So, that's my big nerd grab. I think. Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Next.
Oh shit! You're all looking at me. Okay.
I was looking at Megan.
I was looking at Kevin's shirt.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. I don't know if I have anything, so we can come back to me and I'll think about it.
Well, you're a nerd and something got grabbed, all right.
I mean, we've talked about it throughout this show, but yes, I went in and got
A little snip,
the
snip.
good old snip. I have cut off the family line.
Snip it, grip it, snip it. Which Nick so kindly sent into our chat after
Also,
Rob got it done.
That is
Also reminds
bold.
me of-
No, he didn't.
Ribbit and Rip It from
I did.
She-Hulk.
I thought Nick did.
I sent that.
Why did I see that Deadpool sent that?
I don't know. I
Oh.
sent that. I found that clip, sent it to our group chat because I was like, nope, this needs to.
Fair enough.
These are the only people in the world that I know will immediately get what's happening here. I'm the one who sent that.
And Rip It.
He did.
Yeah.
It was not me.
From She-Hulk.
Yeah.
That's-
Yep.
Remind me.
Yeah. So that was.
Congratulations. You will
thank
not
you.
be
Yes, the evil ends with me. Well, okay. It kind of any evil that I might have provided the world ends with me. My brother still procreated, so. But thankfully for him, he produced 2 adorable little girls, and they're sweet beans, and I love them dearly.
Yeah, I sent the frozen peas.
Yeah, he sent the frozen peas, which
A double entendre.
I genuinely did not know. Like, I thought that was some sort of like urban legend myth thing that people. No,
What?
like pulled out the aftercare instructions, and they're like, frozen peas will mold around your balls.
Yeah,
so
you've
that'll.
never,
Nope,
you've never
didn't know-
used frozen peas like on a bruise or on a anything? Oh,
No.
Weird.
I didn't. But everyone kept sending me like, grab a bag of frozen peas. I'm like, is this a reference I've never gotten? Like.
there's some big societal
Yeah,
joke that I'm missing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
and
it's
as it turns
legitimately-
out, no, it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Like even the fucking doctors put it in the instructions. Like,
Yeah.
get a bag of frozen peas. Really? Wow, that's amazing.
'Cause
I thought you knew that before me posting that, but I'm glad that now it
No, I
makes
didn't.
sense.
I didn't know that. But yeah, so they gave me a Xanax to go to the doctor with. Took a Xanax just before I got there, so that was pretty calm. They put on a local anesthetic, put a pillow on my chest, so I just looked at the ceiling while the gentleman rummaged around in my sack. Which,
Hunting for gold.
look. Trigger warning for listeners. I'm going to speak specifically about the surgery experience, and trigger warning for both of the gentlemen in the room because you should know. The local anesthetic takes away the pain. It doesn't necessarily take away the feeling, however.
Things are being tugged on, and you can tell.
Ooh.
So feeling someone rearrange
Your innards.
and knit a scarf inside your ball sack is super weird. It is the straight like at one point I just kind of wanted to tilt my head up and go, "Oh, that's a stockinette stitch. I know that one." Like it was so weird to feel him like move the
Knit
little
one, pearl two.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Actually, I think it would have been more P2 tog. But knitting jokes. You're all welcome. I'm so sorry.
So Picard.
Whatever. This podcast has so many facets. You don't even know what facets are.
Yeah, I have them in my bathroom.
Good one.
Thank you. I thought so.
Okay, who's next?
No, really quick. And then I got... so Joanna had to drive me because I was not able to drive because they gave me drugs. Mm-hmm. So we had to stop off for gas. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to the gas station for snacks. And she looked at me with that knowing look of like, do you think you should do that? And I looked back at her and went, oh, I think I should. Because I get...
You got some snacks.
Yeah.
You got quite the.
I get it.
You got quite the grab bag, if you.
But yeah, no, like it was like I just looked at her. It was like this. I get a blank check today. So you brought me in to get fixed. I deserve snackies today. So I went in and like I walked in. I don't know how long I was actually in the gas station, but I know I spent about $30 on snacks.
Well, I mean, this day and age, it's like 2 bags of chips
true,
and a
yeah.
can of Coke.
It was more than like that. Like it was
Yeah,
still a fairly decent haul, but yeah, it was like $30 of snacks.
Nice. It's like road trip.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, it
road
was
trip snacks.
Yeah, like I was going on a road trip almost.
Nice.
So I got home, sat on the couch the rest of the day, and just sat there with my little bag of Butterfingers, just
Nice.
tub of ice cream. Great, awesome. So yeah, I've been neutered. That is my nerd grab, or at least someone grabbed a nerd.
Your nerds have been grabbed.
My nerds were grabbed. Yeah,
Nice.
Kevin,
Congratulations.
thank you.
All of mine are not zombie related.
All right.
Because I just had hosted a little party at my house
Okay.
for the last episode of The Last of Us. It was quite nice. Yeah, I made little beef Wellington fingers,
Oh.
and they turned out fucking delicious. I also got wafers and then made like a strawberry coulis for them. And I have not made a coulis in decades now.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've made like a fresh coulis, and it turned out perfect. I even took a little ramekin of it with me this week, and when I went down to my continental breakfast, I made half of a waffle, of which I had half of. I poured the coulis on that. And
Nice.
it was amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
Sounds really good.
I'm very sad that I was not feeling well.
It's all right. The space got a little snug anyway, so. But yeah, it went well, and so that was. I also just beat The Last of Us, and I'm working on The Last of Us 2.
Sure.
Did you play it on easy, like we talked about last time?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Nice.
I want to enjoy it. And I also just beat Resident Evil 4 VR last night, which I'm very proud of myself for, because that is probably the heftiest VR game I've ever played. Because most of them are just like, little fun little adventures. You play a couple waves of this, or you slash some boxes with your lightsabers there. But this was it was a full recreation of the original Resident Evil 4 in VR. And the last boss was piss easy to the point where I was almost annoyed about it.
Huh.
He was really fucking easy. But that's okay, because I also downloaded the Resident Evil 4 demo for the new one that's coming out, because they've completely remastered. Because they did this with Resident Evil 2 and 3. So now the fourth one is coming out. It's a lot fucking harder. But that's okay, because it's a lot fucking grosser and scarier, so I'm excited. So yeah, lots of not zombie content, because in Resident Evil 4, they're not zombies. They're just angry boys. I don't know. It's
Undead dead?
But they're not even undead. It's like some kind of parasite. It's more of a
Is it like an aggression enhancer zombie type thing?
something
that
like
just
that.
Like
but it's
pushes your adrenal glands.
yeah.
into
So like
overdrive?
28 days later, kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
that's
But
what it's called.
it's an actual like parasite, like a little creature
Oh, gross.
that can also mutate you.
Don't like that.
So it's a little bit of 28 Days Later meets The Last of Us,
Okay.
sort of a thing. Only they're little creatures instead of mushrooms, but same principle, really.
Did you say you saw the most recent Resident Evil movie? Because that's also on my list. I can't remember if you said it was good or not, so I was hesitant to watch it.
Yes, the one with
Yes.
with Space Ape from Umbrella Academy as Chris or as Wesker. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, it was a film.
Okay, so don't watch it. Okay.
It
No,
was-
watch it, but have that expectation.
Fair enough.
There were a lot of things that copied Resident Evil 1 and 2 very, very well.
All right.
Like adaption-wise. But there were also a lot of things where you sat there going, who made this decision and who let them?
Who did this?
Who
hurt
I
you?
want
who hurt you? Show
I
me on
want
the doll.
names. Show me on the doll.
Was it good? No. Was it fun to watch? You bet.
Okay, fair enough.
It does not beat the original Mila Jovovich Resident Evil movie. Wow, yeah, that fan is angry.
I was going to say, what is that noise?
But I think few things in the Resident Evil live action could. Despite the fact that it had very little to do with the game, it was still a well-crafted zombie movie.
Fair enough. All right, I'll keep it on my list.
But yeah, it was a lot of like it even did the scene from Resident Evil 1 with the bald zombie who looks behind him while he's like right after eating a guy. They did that perfectly.
Okay.
And it takes place in the mansion. They have all the shit with the police station. It's you know they you can tell the people who made it liked the game. They just didn't like being good filmmakers also.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else before we?
I haven't done my
Yeah, Megan.
fucking nerd grabs.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Grab that nerd, Megan.
I will grab all of the nerds.
It's like we went around this way but skipped her.
but
so
I only have 2 hands.
Then grab 2 nerds.
I will grab 2 nerds. Not now.
I'm far away.
Sorry.
So I guess my nerd grab would probably be my tattoo that I got.
Yeah.
Ian and I went and got best friend tattoos. It was his fucking idea. I'm gonna put that out there.
It's no waffle clock.
It's no waffle clock. It's way more intricate.
It is very intricate.
It's very colorful and very
Well,
nice.
so back in
Right, all right.
November of last year,
Just one-upping us over here.
over my birthday, it was supposed to be Aaron, myself, Ian, and Ian's parents, but then our stupid dog dislocated his knee and needed surgery, so Aaron stayed behind. It was my birthday trip. We went to Savannah, Georgia, aka a place that I fucking love. And
Me too, actually.
It's so I fucking love it there. I want to live there at some point in my life. I want to buy an old Victorian and fix it up. But anyway, that's not my nerd grab. We went to Bonaventure Cemetery, this beautiful Victorian era cemetery right on the water. They have, statues and creepy Spanish moss covered shit, and it's awesome. And one of the graves there, the epitaph is Cosmos Mariner, Destination Unknown. Conrad Aiken, he was a writer in the 30s through like the 50s. He and his wife would basically go sit out at his parents' grave at Bonaventure and drink martinis all day and watch the ships come in because you can see them from...
It's a rough life.
I know, it's so hard. Sounds awful. So one day, the legend goes that one day they were out there and he saw a ship called the Cosmos Mariner come in, and he's like, that's a really cool name. So he went and looked up like the shipping information for the ship that came into the port of Savannah, and under destination it said unknown. So he was like, Cosmos Mariner, Destination Unknown. Like,
That's
he
easily the coolest thing I've
Yeah.
heard in my life.
Yeah, he was just like, holy shit, that's awesome. That's a cool fucking phrase. So it's on his grave. And yeah, so Ian, after, we left Bonaventure and came back, Ian's like, we should get Cosmos Mariner, Destination Unknown tattoos. And I'm like, fuck yes. Originally, I was going to put mine around a ship's wheel and with some camellia flowers and shit, because camellias are beautiful and they're very indicative of Savannah. But I went in a different direction. So Ian's is Cosmos Mariner, Destination Unknown, written around the Epcot symbol, the Epcot logo. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. And it's colored in a galaxy theme. It's really cool.
Yeah,
It's very cool. I saw it the last time I was over there.
Yeah, it's a fucking awesome tattoo. Mine is the space station and the ship from Treasure Planet, which, based off of Treasure Island, which starts in Savannah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
Deep dive
layers.
Sorry.
Layers.
So many layers.
But yeah, so mine has a galaxy theme as well. And yeah, I fucking love it. Our artist is Erin Hunter at Weird Ink Society in St. Paul. She is also going to do my next tattoo, which is going to make you all groan.
A penis.
It's not a penis. I would never tattoo a penis on me.
That's disappointing. Like, it could be fun. I'll tattoo it. We can get matching
Penis tattoos.
I was going to say dick and badge tattoos.
All right. Wait, before she says what it is, everybody take a vote. I'm going to say tramp stamp.
No.
Okay, so it's supposed to make us groan,
It's going to make you guys groan.
Okay.
But also make you guys go, oh, cool.
Okay, that doesn't... See, the problem is I have the ADHD, so even if I could remember anything about Meghan right now, it's all gone. It's a real life portrait of Leo DiCaprio directly above your pound mound.
Above your pound mound. I'm going to say rib cage. Just the word writer in the typewriter font.
Typewriter font? Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like the typewriter font one I have that looks absolute garbage now?
Yeah,
You should have made it bigger.
those don't age well.
Yeah.
I already have a ribcage tattoo.
I
have two.
I have an idea for mine as well.
And it fucking hurts, so I'm not getting my other ribs side done, probably.
I have two.
Yeah. I'm definitely
Mine is
gonna
the
get another
TARDIS
one,
on my
but-
ribs.
Oh, sure.
But, no, so it's going to be... So this artist also shares my love of My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
She did a whole series of MCR-related tattoos that are fucking badass.
Okay.
Stop giggling.
Yep.
So my next one is actually also Bonaventure related. It's going to have one of the statues out from one of the graves, and then the epitaph on the grave is going to be "So long and good night," and there's going to be like Spanish moss and a live oak kind of framing it. It's
It's not even grown worthy. That's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh,
I don't think
all
that's...
right. I thought it would make you grow.
Okay,
I think
the
if
My
you
Chemical
hadn't-
Romance of it all.
If you hadn't prefaced it, I think maybe you would have gotten the groan.
Yeah. To appease you, though, on 3, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
Very nicely
Shoe
harmonized,
shopping.
guys. Shoe shopping.
You don't have the waffle
Satin
clock,
panties?
do you?
I do not have the waffle.
What color? Be specific.
All right.
But yeah, those are my nerd grabs. I'm trying to think of anything else. There is a big one that I won't mention because
Sure.
This
It's
not
not
finalized.
lives
official.
in a
no.
vacuum and it's not official. So maybe next time I'm on.
Well, the thing is, this won't go out for a couple days. About a
well,
week.
yeah. So maybe
Week and
by
a
the
half.
time
Week and a half,
Couple
so
weeks.
maybe.
I should know by tomorrow about stuff. But anyway,
Cool.
I'll stop
Let us know.
teasing you.
Let us know.
Just keep teasing. Tease it.
Tease it.
Give it a little
Nick, I
tickle.
love your shirt, by the way. I'm very jealous of it, and I'm
It's
assuming
a
you
good
got
shirt.
it at Magic Kingdom. And
No, I've had this for
Have
way
you?
before.
Yeah,
I've
that
had this
doesn't
for a
surprise
while.
me that he's had it.
I bought this with like one of those
like
ads
loot boxes or
No, it was a Facebook thing that was
like a
t-shirt.
Fury.
Yeah.
Or, okay, I
But
get
they were
you.
like it was like
For
sale,
the listener,
$5.
because we haven't explained
Awesome.
what it is,
It's
it
awesome.
says Flynn's Arcade on it, and it's
I was
in a
gonna
super
get
cool.
there.
Okay.
which was also the name of the bar that we were at. The makeup bar that we were at for the movie. His name was the name Flynn's.
very cute.
Yes.
I heard makeout bar, and I was like, "What?"
Makeout bar.
Makeup bar.
Makeup. Yeah. Well,
Made up bar.
the makeup bar was my.
That's our secret
my
cap. That's
couch.
every bar.
Later on in the film, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Making out. Yeah, I get it.
If we don't get best kiss, god damn it.
That was a good kiss.
That's
That was That's a good scene. Anyway, I'm just wearing a crop top under my sweatshirt.
Oh, never mind. You get it.
I don't think we need this. I think the
Yeah,
entire audience
yeah.
said that. Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
all right.
Thumbnail.
Podcast image. All right.
All right. This has been best beat.
Oh, he's so flustered now.
This has been best boobies ever. Oh, shit.
Best 3 boobies ever because we're on Mars.
Yeah, the Total Recall chick.
Yeah.
Best Total Recall chick ever.
Whose name?
All right. Try again. Breast threesome.
Whose name was a Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
Yes, it was. This has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 159, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
Titties.
And I'm Kevin.
And I'm Megan.
Who has titties?
I do.
Yay. Goodbye.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.